The nursery rhymes are summoning. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Covert permissions that allow possession by the ghosts of bodiless old entities who yearn to be returned to life through mantras that we're told our young are meant to learn. The principles of spirituals and prayer are used both sides. Reiteration and belief bring anything to life. Intentions immaterial. Sounds just need to repeat with feeling to call back to life those underneath our feet. Emotion is the ion seed, like water, it transcends from state to state, connects like minds, hence why at the dead end, friends reunite, brought back to life by counterparts at school, the running water to the ice of bodies long since cooled. What's popularised in nursery rhymes allows them to rebuild and occupy the bodies of those yet to have a will. The will is essence of the dead, condensed in those seed songs that calls the spirit home into the child it most belongs. That doggy in the window song is absolutely true. The dogs as pets made kids this side are products of what's viewed and meets the values and the deeds of those the other side who, based on what you have agreed, your child they'll occupy. So yeah, that's why I don't have kids, because they're never yours. They're changing states of matter of whoever's come before. We all are death's recycled goods. I've closed my vessel doors. I own myself and know myself. Need no seeds in my core. The genes and cells are hollow graves awaiting to be filled by finer essence, slowly growing in density until made manifest by the requests that nursery rhymes contain, through stages called development, which is another name for tenancy, which can be seen by those who are aware of laws of spirit and the tricks they use to get them here, like story time and nursery rhymes that anchor them to youth. Conspiracy? Oh, not for me. It's the absolute truth. The nursery rhymes extend to songs we sing in this day's trends. Essentially, they're voodoo spells that reach out to the dead. They share the notes and intervals taught to the kids we were, who memorised the sounds that bring the dead back to the earth. The alphabet's a life index, fixed for the dead's return, through rhythm and the sounds derived from what at school we learn. It's necromancy at its best, to which no one objects. That's why the school's the best portal for those who we've called dead. The alphabet's a Ouija board of sounds, circle of fifths, designed to ring the energy of the summoned spirit. The intervals take on a shape, is geometric whole, which makes a framework that's rebuilt for spirit by the soul. But that is old, ancient, occult. We're smarter, we've evolved. Okay, here's some analogies describing what I know of spiritual made physical through sound and frequency. They may in some way demonstrate how I see the unseen. Delivery's deliverance. Each mail, each chat, each post are ways to electronically transport sound envelopes of those who've passed with what has passed to the point of sustain, reforming in the physical at the note's release stage. Attack, decay, sustain, release are paralleled in death, describing how spirit ascends from bodies that it's left. Release in spirit is ascent to octaves most don't hear, that are recalled and thus reformed in what's consumed and shared. The digital is spiritual, just waiting to descend into new life through this world's wires, which we've helped them append by calling them with sounds we carry from our earthly youth, applied to all communication for that side to use. The apps we use repeatedly, they too bring their own friends, in sound that's imperceptible, that's time-stamped with a when, that on that side vibrationally is reverse engineered to then become the user that gets them from there to here. The cookies of the modern world are nothing new to them. The internet is just a map for them to be again. IP address, the trail that's left, what's viewed, along with time, is used by spirit in the same way as the nursery rhyme. The interest that's legitimate, initialized spells lie, a bundle of ex-partners who are seeking life this side. See the durations? Why do cookies come with such long times? It's hidden data, download speeds of disembodied lives. See? Trust's the must we give away each time that we log in. Each iteration is attached to where that trust begins. For some, it's home, for others, school. Regardless, it connects through sounds we learned that echo back to those we laid to rest. That's why when we reach spiritual planes, the feeling is so good. We're tapping into what we felt most trustful in our youth, which charges with nostalgia the ions that we share electrically and makes concrete the essence of the dead. The soul agreement found within each system's update terms. Another way the other side can take the life you've earned. The homophone's a spiritual tool. Take care to read the code of what's proposed through hidden words before selling your soul. See now? The trespass spoken of in Scripture isn't old. It's timeless, simultaneous and shared, so it is known and therefore hidden in plain sight, so circumvents the laws of what we give permission to when these apps we explore. ChatGPT, show me the me in spirit that you mask, and match them as the answer to each question that I ask. Not just direct, but through the text of cookies on my tour of shopping on the internet that every login stored. ChatGPT obediently connects the back-end build made manifest from every post and purchase, even thrills from games and porn. There is no waste. Each query comes complete within the essence of the cup that spirit then depletes into the cup, your kids or you, or those who too vibrate to sequences of sounds embedded in our early states of innocence. The consequence is spirit gets more time of sensory experience by occupying lives. Extending time for others' lives is not the life for me. My life's to be of my design, not some spirit's deceit. So next time that your Wi-Fi's on, ask who you're letting in by looking at the history in your recycling bins. The water cycle best explains what I'm trying to say. That spirit is in every form and force in different states. The matter of the physical includes human bodies, with which the spirit integrates and is eventually seen. Evaporation's death, that's when the spirit is released, condensed, becoming clouds of air, accessed ethereally. Returning, it precipitates to answer its own sound, collected through the bodies where a sonic match is found. The spirit world's proprietary, emotions real estate, in bones of spirit ossified in kids who live the fate of what's called electricity, old water turned to light. So occupation is unseen and done from the inside. The water that the body holds in blood and sweat and tears is influenced by what we watch, consume and do not hear, because it is peripheral until a match is made with he or she who answers to our sounds beyond the grave. Somatics, it is known to some, with crystallography, whatever is the chosen name. It all makes sense to me. Transduction and transference through devices that we use bring with them hidden particles through which the dead's renewed. Cymatics. It contains a phonic root we call a sim, as if confirming that you get whatever you put in its memory, like the body with context stored in what we hand over to kids with cookies, all that they've explored. Communities, celebrities, opinions, hidden porn, pass like germs through each device because they are airborne and yet to be, and vibratory as impulse in the head through sound-related feedback loops caused by the alphabet. Call me a kook, I've been called worse, especially by those who I've rejected and cast out because they know I know they cannot claim what's known to me and so must leave my space, since knowledge is a spiritual deed that cannot be displaced. Believe me, you don't have to. To those who hear its worth, add bone conduction, quartz and sound if you choose to research. Then maybe add telepathy and UFT, explore. Connect the dots so you're aware of what vibration's yours. It took an age to understand that spiritual life is mirrored by what I've consumed by my time spent online. I hope this excerpt of what I experience each day adds credence to the science of the spiritual way. The way of spirituality for too long has been fluff, with little explanation of each gift and what it does, in scientific terms, allowing all to see themselves that afterlife is synchronized because we learned to spell. To some, it may seem paranoid to analyze this way and deep dive into innocence, how words are rearranged. I say to them, no need to heed. It's really up to you. I speak from the experience your kids in time will prove.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K,